What's up, everyone? So I said I was going to go over how I made my suspenders. It works out right now because I have to make a pair of suspenders and a bow tie. So these are the two patterns that I will be using. I will have them linked below. I got them off of Etsy. This one does not actually give you a actual template to cut out. This one does. As you can see, that's how it comes. This one just gives you the measurements and they are very accurate. What I did with this one is I actually got some cardstock and I made my own patterns. So, alright, so for the suspender pattern, you are going to need to cut out one piece for the bottom measurement, and you're going to cut out 2 pieces of these. I'm not going to give out the measurements as that is in the pattern, and that would be really wrong. So this way, if you guys do want to measure the actual measurements for the pattern, like for the suspenders, you are going to need to buy the pattern. On this one, for the bow tie, you're going to cut out 1 piece on the fold. You're going to cut out 2 pieces of your actual print. And then I use this is just like a lightweight interfacing, because by the time you fold this cotton, it's so fluffy. You don't want it too fluffy. So, and then 1 piece, and this is going to be the middle of your bow tie. Alright, so I have an ironing board. It's downstairs. And I also have a portable like ironing board thing. It's covered in all kinds of stuff. So I'm just going to leave it. What I do is I use my heat press and I put my washers down. These are for the suspenders. I put my washers down after I folded them over. And I have the itty bitty Cricut and I move them over and I just press. And then they just slide right off and it's folded in half. And then I do the same thing. I'm going to try to do this one-handed, guys, because I only have a really small tripod. It's like a handheld one. Okay, so then I fold it over in half again. And again, what I do is the same exact thing. And that gives me my bottom half, and I'm going to do the same for this one. Alright, so I'm going to try to do this. My daughter just woke up. I was hoping to get this done before all of my kids woke up. But of course, if you hear that, that is my daughter. She is on my hip right now as I try to do this. But I have the 2 pieces, which are going to be the straps for the suspenders. Those are the pieces I folded over along with the back piece. For the bow tie, you have the interfacing on the back of the one piece. You can put it on the back of each if you want. I always just like putting it on the one, but this is going to be your bow tie. Do you want down? No, you're going to scream if I put you down. Alright, so you are going to have this piece. I'm going to try to turn my camera without her trying to attack it, because she keeps trying to attack it. And of course, just the neck piece and the middle of the bow tie. So we're going to start with the bow tie. For this piece on the bow tie, we're going to sew here and here. We're going to fold this inside out like this. And we are going to sew this together down this seam long ways. And this piece, that's turned off, baby girl. And on this piece for the middle of the bow tie, we're going to do the same as the neck piece. We're going to flip it in the middle and we're going to sew right along here. Alright, so after you've sewn everything, you have something that looks like this. I use my serger. I love my serger. Plus, it helps with cotton fraying. And you're going to flip this right side out, this right side out, and this right side out. I use a tool that looks like this. It helps hook onto the one end, which as soon as I get a free hand, I will show you guys. But they're super cheap. I think you can get them, I know you can get them at Joann's. They're really cheap on Amazon, and I'm pretty sure you can get them at Walmart too. But you literally put it in here, hook it on the other side, and pull it through. Hold on one second. Alright, so now what I do is the middle of the bow tie, I fold it here, your seam being on the outside of it, and I will serge right here. I will serge that together. On the necktie, I make sure the seam is in the middle on the back side, and what I'll do is I will actually serge this end and serge this end. If you hear my daughter screaming in the background, I promise she's okay. She's with my husband. She's just in a mood, as always. 1-year-olds. But all you're going to do, you're not going to put it together. You're just going to serge this end and this end. Or what you can also do, if you don't have a serger, just fold it over and give it that nice clean edge. And, oh, sorry. Give it that nice clean edge. And then you would just sew right here. And then with this one, it really doesn't matter. I just put the seams on the sides and fold it over. And I will serge right here. And again, if you don't have a serger, you can always just do a fold over and a stitch. But I serge right there. I just like using my serger. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. And I feel like it really helps with fraying and everything else. So I'm going to get these sewn real quick right here and here, and I will be back. Alright, so what I do is I always leave my tails longer. And where did my scissors go? I always leave my tails longer. I try to like trim them up so they're all the same size. And then what I do is I get a larger eye needle. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's pretty large, but I just put it through. Oh no. I know, it's like tedious, and I know you can get like a small crochet hook and do that. I have a I also have a tambour beading needle. It's like a little crochet hook right there. Sometimes I use that if I don't have my tails aren't super long and I can't actually bend them over and get them in, but I do that and then I go right back through, and that's how I finish off my serged ends. Sometimes I will tie them just if I know they're being hidden in the project and I'm sewing over it. But usually if I know they're going to be seen, I just like how it's a nice clean look, clean finish. And then I just snip them. And then as this one, I sat here and I did this. Serge, this is for the actually neck piece of the bow tie. Again, all I'm going to do is take my edges, make sure they're trimmed to the same length. Yes, there's probably easier ways of doing all of this, but this is how I do it. This to me is just, I don't know, I like putting in a little bit of extra time to make sure, even though this is such a small little piece, I just like how it makes it look cleaner. So. Alright, so what else you're going to need are 3 of these. You can find them on Amazon. They're called either suspender clips, pacifier clips. I'll have them linked below on the link that I actually get through Amazon. I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you use any of the links below, I do get a small kickback from there. And also you will need the slider buckles. You will need 2 of those. Also, you will need some snaps. This is what I use for the neck piece. You can get these at Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure Joann's has them. You can get a case like this off of Amazon. Again, if I can find the links through as much stuff as I order through Amazon, I will attach it below. But you will need, ends up being 2 of the flat pieces and this. And I have, if you get a kit on Amazon, it'll actually come with both of these. I think that kit was like $12.99. I'll have to check. But this piece for the actual bow tie is going to get flipped right side out. So it'll look like this. This piece is going to be the same. This is going to be your middle piece. Okay. And then all I'm going to do real quick is fold this down. For the, I don't know if that, okay. Is that going to make it darker? No. Okay. So I'm going to, this is the necktie piece. This is the seam. I just think it looks better. I'm going to fold this in. And I'm going to do a nice little top stitch right here. Nothing crazy. I'm going to do it on both sides. Snip my ends. Do it on the other end. So I have to laugh because this is like a super quick project, tutorial, whatever you want to say, but it is taking me forever to actually film this. This is day 2 of trying to finish filming this because my kiddos are just not having it. Okay, so I'm gonna move you guys back again. All right, so again, we have the middle of our bow tie, or I'm sorry, we have our bow tie, we have the middle of our bow tie, and then we have our strap. Let's put these off to the side right now. I just like to keep those laid out straight because I hate whenever they get bent. Anyways, so, okay, so on the ends of the necktie here, what I do is I get my little punch, put a little hole in. It just makes it easier. Sometimes if you try to jam it through the cotton without doing that, of course it's going to rip. On the top one, I always put the snap. I don't know, it's just like OCD for me. And then you're gonna press, and then here's your seam right here. So this is gonna fold over, so you want this one to be, you want this piece, the bottom part of the snap on top. So the flat piece is going to go on the inside where the neck would be. And this way, you have a nice flat piece. It's not going to bother the kiddo. I think the size is usually about 12 inches for the necktie. I always put that in my description, the size of this for that goes around the neck, just in case the person ordering would want it bigger or smaller depending on their kid. Once you have the snaps on each end, you're going to get the actual bow tie. What I do with mine is I fold it, and I fold it, and I pinch it like this. I pinch it to where my ends are going in, and you're going to put that in the middle. And then the middle of the bow tie, it's just going to fluff up like that. See, it's not, the bow tie doesn't end up being like super fluffy or anything like that, but it does make it just a nice little cute piece. And then this piece, which is the necktie, I'm gonna line that up because again, I like to try to just like fold it and manage it to where it looks. I'm gonna slide the necktie in the back of the bow, and then you snap that and your bow tie is done. So this is going to be the bow tie part. Put that off to the side. Put my stuff away so I don't end up poking myself on the punch. Or if my kids try to break into the door, you won't need this anymore, so you can put this away too. You also won't need your larger needle or crochet hook anymore, so you can put that away too. Okay, so I always start with this bottom piece first. I don't know why, it's just how I do stuff. But so what you're going to do is you're going to fold over these ends. You can do this when you actually press it too, but I always just do it after. I'll move you guys closer. And after you fold in that end, what you're going to do is go around it. And then when my needle is in there, I always grab this and I fold the other end while it's in there. It's just, I know it seems like a pain in the butt doing it this way, but to me it's like, okay, I can kind of like line it up better. I don't know. Like I said, this is just my way of doing it. If you want to fold both ends first and clip them, this is how I do it. I'm gonna put just one more stitch in, okay. And then flip, and you're gonna go the other way. One more stitch. That one got a little messed up, but that's okay, because we'll just fold that end down. And then you're gonna go like this, and finish. And again, for all the measurements of the suspenders, you get newborn to 18, 2 to 3, 3 to 5, and then 6 to 8. And the pattern will be linked below. Okay, so while I'm doing this is piece, I just did my top stitch. This end that got a little bit messed up, what I'm going to do is to put on my buckle. You want to put it on the one end. These are 1-inch buckles. You are going to flip it down. And then you're going to just stitch that down. Then snip off your ends. I actually have to get ready to take my kiddos out. I think we're going to go to lunch with my mom. But right now, I'm going to get this video finished so I can just get it edited. So that piece is done for now. So I'm going to put that off to the side here. Alright. So now with the strap part, the one end gets folded into a triangle. So you're going to fold it down and fold it in, and then match it up the best you can and fold it that way. So you're going to have a point. This is the outside. Again, that is the inside. You fold down the material to the middle and you have a point. And you're going to do the same as the other one. All you're going to do is go around and top stitch this piece. Okay. Okay, and as you get to this end, again, just like on the bottom piece, you're going to fold it in, which nicely, if I can do it right here. That is the one thing about folding everything when you're not under the machine, is you can actually make sure everything's tucked in on the ends. Again, there is easier ways to do this, but this is my way. All right, so I'm gonna go around. Oop, I went too far. Put it in reverse, Ashley. All right. Finish your top stitch. And clip your ends. Again, if you hear my kiddos running around, they are fine. My husband is out there. They already just invaded my room. I think I made it like not even 5 minutes. You're going to do the same exact thing with this one. You're going to fold down this end, that end. You're going to make it into the triangle point, and you're just going to top stitch around again. Yeah, I think I made it like 5 minutes without my kids bombarding me. One that sticks onto the seam allowance part, so then you know exactly, like, you can go up against that. But at the same time too, I don't know, I feel like my lines are pretty straight, so, but all right, so now we have the two straps. You're going to take the two pointed areas, you're going to lay the one on here, and you want it to be pointed. This is going to be your one strap. And you're going to take the other one, you probably have to flip it because you want it to go on the other side to be the other strap, okay? So you're going to crisscross them like that, and it's going to lay, I lay mine, try to get my points like towards the top. All right, so it's going to look like that. And then what you're going to do is, come on, you're just going to stitch a diamond right here. And it's gonna look something like that. Snip your ends. Snippy, snip, 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 snip. Snip. Got some fuzzies going on right here, going out of there. All right. So now you got your bottom piece, you got your diamond. Now this, I don't know why, this is what always got me for the longest time. Okay, so here is the part of your suspenders. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this part, okay, you're gonna go up through the one side, and you're gonna go down through the other. Super easy, okay? But now you gotta get this clip on. So we got our slider buckle. I'm gonna try to film this so you guys can see. So what you're going to do, because this has to lay this way, you're going to put it on this way, facing up, okay? You're going to loop this back, go under, and what I do makes it a little bit easier is I puff this part out, which is your top part. You're gonna get this, you're gonna go up in the one side and press up. It helps if you press, I don't know if you guys can see, press up the middle with your thumb and push it back down the other side. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that little piece right there. So it's going to look like this, and you're inside here. You're going to stitch that across. Come on. Snip your ends. Snippy, snip, snip. Snippy, snip, snip. Snip. I got all of them. Alright, and then you have your suspender piece. You're going to do the same one with this one. So, there's your suspender. You're going to get your buckle. I always try to make sure this part's on the inside. You really can't see it once it's on, but I don't know. It's just my thing. So again, you're going to get it. You're going to go up. Okay, up through the one side, down through the other side. And that puts it like that. And while this is laying this way, I'm gonna slide this piece on, put it there, flip it around. Again, it makes it super easier. You fluff out that side. You're going to go up the opposite side away from you, and you're going to go down the side that is closer to you. And then you're going to take that inside piece and you're going to stitch right there. And there you go. And whenever I go to package these, what I do is I slide them so they fit in the package around the card better. And you have your suspenders and your bow tie. So I hope that kind of helped you guys out a little bit, give you like an idea on how to make these. Again, for all the sizing, everything, please go check out the patterns I have linked below. I do not make anything off of them. They don't even know that I'm doing this. It's just a respect thing. I'm not going to give out the whole entire pattern. But yeah, there you go. Just something fun, small add-on for boys, especially around the holidays. I do Christmas suspenders. I wanted to do Easter suspenders this year, but I did not get to them. But yeah, you can actually add different even pieces. I think I'm going to start adding a piece on here. Maybe, you know, different colors, different color stitches. But there you go. And I'm gonna go get these packaged up for the order. I think I have glue on my table. I'm gonna go get these packaged up, this video edited, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks.